Today I'm walking the candy aisle. I know a place where I can go. Into your arms. Yes, into your arms. Whoa, whoa. Hey everyone, Jeff here with a review of the original Lemonhead. That's right. It's Lemonheads from Ferrero Pan. A favorite of yours? I don't know. Maybe. I think it's always one that's intrigued me so much, and I haven't had it. I don't know if I've ever had it, to be honest. I grew up in Canada, as most of you might know at this point, but we don't have these in Canada. At least not that I remember ever seeing. Nowhere that I ever was buying my candy, we never had these. Um, they were introduced in 1962, and from the Ferrera Company. Uh, and actually, they're basically the same. There was another product that they made called Red Hot, which you might know, and I think they still make those. But then it's basically a soft candy outer candy with a hard inner candy. Um, and they instead of spicy like with Red Hots, instead of the cinnamon, they have like a lemon flavor, sour. Actually, it's made with real lemon juice, so it's a little sour, but it's also a little sweet. Apparently, I can't say that I really am so familiar with the product though. Like I said, it's pretty new to me, but it's so intriguing, and I think just really it's this the brand looks great. I mean, the packaging is fantastic. The look of them, like, look at these, they're so bright. They just pop right off the shelf. Like, this is something I definitely want to try. Um, the 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 story is that what's his name, Salvatore Ferreira, when he saw his grandson, was it his son, uh, Salvatore Jr. He was being born. He was born like, I don't know if there was complications or whatever, but the doctors ended up pulling him out with like forceps, and his head got kind of smushed. So he spent like a little while right after he was born with like, a weird shaped head, which is not uncommon for babies to have weird shaped heads. Those of you who might not know that when babies are first born, like, it's not that weird. But that his head was kind of smushed like sideways, so he had kind of a lemon head. That was the inspiration. Um, Ferrera also does make some other brands, which I had never even heard of. I definitely I've seen lemon heads before. We all know the wonderful stylings of the early '90s alt rock band, the Lemonheads, as well. But the I didn't know that they also make other candies that are fruit flavored candies in this vein. They've like made them all consistent now under one sort of branding of the lemon head style. So there's grape heads, apple heads, cherry heads, and then lemon heads themselves have a number of different SKUs, including things like chewy lemon heads, chewy tropical lemon heads. There's a couple of different ones for lemon heads themselves, but I think that's really here. Oh, here's a little thing. What's it say about lemon heads on the back? Lemonhead gives you sweet, and Lemonhead gives you your sour. But did you know Lemonhead gives you pucker power? I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing that, Mr. Lemonhead. Do you think this kid has a name, or is that like Salvatore Ferreira himself? Oh man, there are your Lemonheads. What would be better is if they had more of because they're obviously like, they're just round, right? Like, lemon heads should be lemon shaped, right? Doesn't that like mix the branding here? They don't, I'm sorry, I'm sniffing them. They don't really smell too sour, but it's okay. They're a good size. Well, they're rolling all over the place. I'm playing marbles with these things. Wow! I don't think I've ever had one of these before. Unexpected. Very lemony. I feel like I can really, really taste that lemon juice. It's not as soft as I was expecting on the outside. They're pretty hard. But the inside, the core, has like a crunch to it. Biting it in half, I don't know that that's very helpful, really. I mean, it just looks like a solid mass of, I don't know, sugar, I guess. Almost like rock sugar or something. Like it's pretty tough. Oh, maybe the chewy bit, hold on. Ow. That's kind of hard to do. Maybe the chewy bit is just this outer yellow part. I have to say it's not that chewy though. On a whole, this is a pretty like hard candy. Not that you can't chew it, but like, I don't know what it's like. It's like the same hardness as like, maybe a little bit less hard. But I was going to say a Lifesaver. That's what it reminds me of. Also, because the flavor is really strong, like a Lifesaver. It has definitely that same quality of Lifesaver, though. Like, once it's chomped, it has that same kind of like way that it sticks in your teeth a bit. It really has that strong kind of intense flavor as a Lifesaver. That's a really good comparison, I think, actually. Really apt. But it's good. It's really, I love how strong this is. I mean, I give them that it can have pucker power, sure. Why not? I wonder, no. Just trying to sort of suck it, and it's just not the same. You got to really chew into it to get to that. Sourness. The outer coating, it's probably got some wax or something on the outside, Usually they do like a wax and then they polish it with something. But even if you just like crack it a little bit with your teeth and then suck on it, you're really going to get a good sour blast. This is really nice. I think sour, those sour people out there should definitely try this. So oftentimes you get those sour mixes, it's a sour cherry, it's a sour apple, a sour watermelon, and then one of the flavors is a lemon, because obviously that's like a classic sour. But maybe it's best just to stick with the lemon. The lemons always work in those sour mix bags of whatever it is, right? Because lemon is, supposed to be sour. This is executed very, very well. I think it's a little hard for my tastes overall. Not something I would want to get on a everyday kind of basis, but it's pretty tasty. So I have to recommend it. Walking the Candy Aisle is going to rate Lemonhead. It's just Lemonhead, not Lemonheads, right? Maybe it's just a band that was Lemonheads. Walking the Candy Aisle is going to rate Lemonhead. I'm going to rate it a strong 4 out of 5. It's worth checking out, guys. Definitely interesting. I'd love to try some of the other SKUs now. Okay, guys, you guys let me know what you think of Lemonheads in the comments below, and I'll talk to you next time. Stay sour. Later.